everybody, it's Kayjay from Metro Hobbies, and today we're taking a look at Ninjago City Gardens. And that's set number 71741, and clearly it's huge. It's dwarfing me here. I can barely touch on all the details today, so let's just start with the basics. Essentially, this set comes with 5,685 pieces. It comes with 19 minifigures, making it the largest Ninjago set ever made. It is in celebration of the 10th anniversary of Ninjago. That's a whopping 10 years that this series has been going. And it comes with an exclusive minifigure, which is a golden woo. And they haven't just coated a minifigure, they've actually included some really nice details on this, which I was surprised. So there's a back print. There's also a little print of his ponytail at the back. Okay, so let's take a look at the set's details. So first of all, we're going to take a look at the full thing, just give you a twirl, and just so you can see how much detail is actually in this set. Got the tree, got a nice little prawn character up here. To give you a look at the back, it's not just the front that has the detail, the full thing has the detail. You can see all the different levels here. Now this is described, getting lost behind it. This is described as having 3 levels. And yes, there's 3 main levels and it comes to the 3 books, but this thing really, in terms of actual little builds, and you build all the buildings separately, it has 6. There's a whole bunch of levels, a whole bunch of little builds, and it actually makes the whole building experience quite enjoyable. So I'm going to start at the top. We're going to go top down. At the beginning, up the top here, this little section here really is the ninjas area. So they've got this nice little tea area for relaxation. They've got a little hangout, and I'll just take off the top part first. In here, which is a nice little aerial so they can check out all the action. So in here, we actually have Zane. So Zane is one of our ninjas there, little robot Zane, and he's checking out on the airways, seeing if there's any encounters or anything newsworthy that he needs to know about to get into the action and fight the bad guys. So that's the Ninjago headquarters, if you will, and tower of operation. Then we get down to their hideout. So this is a modular design. I can clearly take all the pieces off one bit at a time. And here we have Cole sitting here and relaxing in the hangout. So they've got like a video arcade game. They've got some videos here. Really nice part usage just here that I'd like to point out. So here they've used a kitchen taps and spout, and they've turned it upside down, and they've created it to use the scope and the focus knobs of the telescope, which I think is a really nice little use there. I want to show you, and it's easy to pop out. This is the video arcade they have in their hideout, and it has a really cool functionality. So they've designed it so that when you go like that, pew, 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 you can actually see a little Ninja Kai inside going pew, 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 pew. So you're sort of playing your own little arcade game, and I like that they've included. It's not just a display piece going on here. They really are looking at all the little designs, and they've got a nice little movie poster. In fact, inside here, they've got some other hidden movie posters that I'll let you discover on your own. Okay, and so as you can see, here's the little T1. You've got a little fight action going on here. Kai is after this little flying motorbike, stealing the diamond. And this is their little tea room that they have. And now we get to the very main level. All right, so let's take a look at the next one. So this is the main level we're up to now, and this includes the Ninjago Museum. And I just wanted to highlight this little roof part that they've included in here, because inside here you have a Ninjago dragon that's hanging. It's made out of just these little the little parts that you would normally use to design a helmet, and robot parts, and they've created a little dragon that flies up in the buttress of the museum. So inside the museum, they've packed it full of Ninjago references. I'm not going to refer to them all. You have in here a little Ninjago build-jitzu. This is a very, very popular set. It's also very, very important into the main storyline. It's floating in the sky island, and they've included a little build of that just in there, which I think is really sweet. They've also got other little elements from all the Ninjago stories. It comes off as a whole piece, this level. Unlike the top level, this comes off as a whole piece. You've got a little apartment building in there. You have another telescope with interesting parts designs. There's the Ninjago boat, Destiny's boat actually is what it's called, Ninjago Destiny's boat, which is just in here as well. There's a lot of little detail. And I guess that the Ninjago Museum is really the main affair of this set because it's being the 10th anniversary. They've included something from every single series that's ever been produced by Ninjago, and they have a reference for it packed into this museum. So I'll just give you a quick little tour So you can see all the nice parts in here. You can see that they've included, I'll just highlight, turn that over, and you can see that they've included a nice little art easel with like a painting as well of, it's a little bit meta, of the Ninjago City Gardens. So I really like that little detail just there. And you can start to see that there's actually, being a garden, they've got all these little garden pieces that they've included as well all over the set. And now we go to the next level. So now we're down to the Ninjago's second level, and we're getting into this little part here where we've got the tree. And I really like the tree. It comes up, it's not just a tree, it's a support of the entire city. They've made it using just your Lego tree branches, but what makes it unique is that they've actually used Lego wheel rims to create the base structure of it. They've not just done it here, they've also done it down the base. So that's normally a Lego wheel rim, and it gives it more stability, but it also allows it to be modular, and that means it doesn't interrupt with the modular capabilities of it. So I'll seamlessly be able to get down to the second level without much effort, and making it still so it's playability. So on this level, let's just talk about the other details that are going on here. This does lift off all in one piece. I say that, there we go. Just lifts off all in one piece. There you see, modular tree just comes off seamlessly. The one that I want to highlight, so you've got like a tea shop over here, and I really like the use of the minifigure, who is actually part of the sign. So, I mean, I don't know what other minifigures think about that. I mean, it's a little bit scary that they've incorporated a human little minifigure into their building, but I guess Lego's used to buildings being made out of them. This one here, this is the ice creamery of the city. They have little stacks of waffle cones. They have a sundae enticing customers. At the back here, if I can get that turned around, you can see that they have a spilt ice cream that's melting there, which I think is kind of cool. And my favorite part of this, and if I can get you to have a look at it, is just this sign here is actually a reference to Ice Planet 2002, which is a Lego space thing that came out in the 90s. And I love that little hark back there. It was personally one of my favorites. And if you don't know it, check it out. So there's a lot here. I'm going to leave most of it up to you to discover. All the nice little parts in here. Maybe I'll just highlight that there's a little robot cleaning up everything. I'll just give you a better look there. He's just sitting there cleaning up all the rubbish in the Ninjago City. So this is actually forms the balcony part of the city, which is why it's a little bit awkward for me to pick that up and show you around. But there we go. Let's get to the base level. All right. So now we're here at the base level of the Ninjago City Gardens, and you can see that the tree has started from the top, gone down to through the bottom here. You've got Nia and Jay having a nice little meeting under the gardens. You do actually have a little bit more modularity still going on with this set. Here we have the little tea house as well in here, which is really nice little touch. You have little ladders that are going up to it. We've got this one here. This is the Ninjago fan, so maybe I should give you a little closer look in here. You've got this little Ninjago fan wearing the Lloyd fan-based t-shirt. Inside you have this little Ninjago print bed. You also have, this is Ninjago Destiny up here that they've built the Lego set, so it harks back to a couple little Lego sets and maybe some future sets. Underneath the bed, this little fan has also got a few little weapons hiding, so a little bit of a fan there of the ninjas themselves. I think that's a nice little detail to include. And now we've got down here, we've got the main floor, we've got Shen's noodle house. That's a nice little reference there. There's got the little sauce that comes down here for everything. Now, you can really see this is where the garden happens. This space is actually two parts. So here's the actual gardens themselves. If I get a turn around, you have all the lilies going on here. In this side of it, so I haven't actually talked about this one before. This is the side build. It's modular for the whole thing, so you can connect it to your Ninjago City Gardens, and you can have it on either side. It doesn't matter. It's set up to be that way. You can also set it up to be with the other Ninjago modulars, and that's right, there are other Ninjago modulars. And so you can have it any side of those in any order, so you get to create the Ninjago City that you want on display. One of the highlights for this, other than the fact that it's really nice to build up all the underlayers of the water, it's not just blue tiles, you actually have little green and black and dark blues in there to create the depths of the water. And what I'll point out is that here we have a little statue for Ninja Zane. And the reason that, and this is a little bit of a spoiler, is that Zane actually made a sacrifice, which is why Zane is now Robot Boy Zane. So one of my favorite details of this entire set is just down here on the base level. They've actually included, so if you see the grass here, that's a katana, all right? That's a ninja katana in green. They've actually also got around here, these are Wolverine claws in green to create the nice little tree levels. Leaves, I guess, if you want. And there's all different types of arrays of different types of ninja swords in colored green just to create the grass effects. I really think that's a nice little part of usage, and I think it's perfectly in line with an Ninjago themed city building. I mean, of course you use a katana as a blade of grass. Ninjago City Gardens is packed full of nice part uses, which makes the building experience both fun and interesting throughout it. It is also filled with an incredible amount of Ninjago references telling the Ninjago story, as well as inspiring new ones. It has an incredible display presence, clearly, but it also, because it's a modular design, it's also got its playability. So Lego's made 2 other modulars of Ninjago before, the Ninjago City and the Ninjago Docks, which this seamlessly connects to. But what I wanted to highlight is that I think that maybe Lego's done a little bit of a reset, because this one is different. The others were based on the Ninjago movie, and this one is based on the Ninjago TV series. Long-term fans rejoice. Here we've got, in this one, to make it a little bit different from the other, is it's got blue lanterns across it, rather the other ones had orange lanterns. So I think this is definitely a reboot of the Ninjago modular series. Now, the Ninjago modular series is very much like the creator building modular buildings, and I think it is fast becoming a new collector series. I personally prefer this to the creator buildings. There's far more color in it, there's far more detail in it, and did I mention there's ninjas? The beauty of this set really cannot be captured on video or in photo, as much as we try. So I've got this on display in our Box Hill store. So if you have a chance, you need to come on in and take a look at this. I'm gonna have it set up next to the original ones. Okay, don't fret if you didn't get those ones. This is an amazing piece on its own, but definitely looks impressive next to the original ones. And that's it for me today. This is a beauty. It's definitely one of my favorite sets. If you like the video, give us a thumbs up. If you haven't already subscribed, and then remember, if you can imagine it, you can build it.